Okay, so sometimes you have an object in your scene that needs special attention, and that object uh, may get its own lights, but it may be right next to other objects that are being lit by lights also. But you wouldn't want the special lights for that one object to affect the other objects. And so here's what you can do. Let me turn on all the lights again real quick. And what this is called light linking. Okay, so I've got 4 lights total in my scene. Shift H to show them again after I hid them with Control H. Okay. Now, you rotate these around a little bit. Just like this. I'm going to break the color option. I don't want it to be based off of color anymore. Okay. So now, let's say I want this area light to affect this cube only. Okay, so what I can do is I can go to Window, Relationship Editors, and Light Linking. And I can choose either light centric or object centric. And all that means is I could choose a light and I can choose which objects that I want it to work on, or I could choose an object and then I could choose which lights will light it up. I'm going to choose light centric, and then I can select my area light 1, and right now I can see that it's affecting everything. So all I have to do is deselect everything except for that cube. And now, when I render, the area light is going to affect this cube only. Now, to show that, so I've got lots of wild lights in here now. Let me go ahead and activate them all again. And I'll render again. Keep this image. Okay, so let's see how the two compare. So the area light's not actually doing too much right now. So let me ramp it up, the intensity, so we can make sure we know what's going on with it. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn this up to like 15. And render. Okay. Keep that image. And this time it should be affecting only the box. So still not a tremendous amount of difference, but more. Anyway, so I think that ought to be enough. You know, I could do this with the spotlight too, actually, and it's got that texture on it. So let's do this. So I'll select the spotlight. I'm going to deselect the cube. And now if I render it, I shouldn't have rotated my camera. But if I render it, you can see how the spotlight, that grid, that window pane look, is being shown on everything except for the cube. Okay, so anyway, that's how to use the relationship editor to do light-centric lighting. You can change this to all kinds of different things. Yeah, but basically, the ones that you guys should be using is this light-centric light linking and the object-centric light linking. And then here you can select an object and tell it which lights are affecting it. Okay, that's another thing that can be very useful.